Hello and welcome to the video on Power BI. In this video, let us take a look at the most powerful component of Power BI, the Power Query Editor. The reason I call the Power Query Editor as the most powerful component in Power BI is because the Power Query Editor packs into itself almost all the features of Power BI, sparring the visualizations. Before we dig deep into the uh, knowledge of Power Query Editor, let us take a look at the different data sources that we are having to understand the power of Power Query Editor in this demo. So as you can see, I've opened the Power Query Editor right now. I have like 6 data sources, out of which 2 are tables, and those 2 are just created using the enter data option in the Power Query Editor. There are other 4 data sources which are basically imported from the SQL Server database. As you can see, I've used the AdventureWorks 2012 database as my source. Okay, to proceed further on this demo, as you can see from the ribbon at the top of the Power Query Editor, the Power Query Editor has numerous options to perform with respect to the dataset. One more tip here is the Power Query Editor is the best option that a non-technical person could create the best possible dataset one can ever have to report on. This Power Query Editor gives you various options starting with creating a new source, and as you can see all these are the sources available in Power BI. It also shows you the list of the recent sources that you've used. You can enter data, the different data source settings. You can create and manage the existing parameters. You can refresh your data set, see the properties. There's an option to open the advanced editor. You can, in the manage option, you can delete, duplicate, or reference the data set. You can choose column, keep rows, remove rows, sort in the ascending or descending order. You can split column, group the columns, you can change the data type and whatnot. There are many other options. There are a couple of other ribbons present in Power Query Editor. So the transform gives you options to perform a group by on your data set. You can transpose your data set, reverse the rows, count the rows. You can pivot and unpivot the columns in a data set, convert the table to a list, and split column. There are also other options like statistics, standard, scientific, trigonometry, rounding, all having their own purpose. You also have an option to run your R script or a Python script from the query editor. The third option in the ribbon is the add column. This gives you option to add columns from examples. You can create custom columns, and if you have a function already defined here, you can invoke that function to a custom column. In addition, you also have the standard way to create conditional column, which works based on a if condition. There is a index column creation option. You can duplicate a column, you can change the format, you can extract the data from a column. And the same repetitive options are present here. The view option in the ribbon gives you different other things like the query settings. So which is what you are seeing here right now, query settings. And this also gives you option to see the advanced editor. Advanced editor is basically the M query which you can use to modify your dataset. Query dependencies is another option which would be very useful in case if you are having a big model. For example, in my case, this query dependencies is very helpful in identifying what are the dependencies of a dataset. For example, if you see here, I'm clicking on this data source which is relating to these 4 tables. For example, if I want to see which is the dependency of this particular table in this data model. So I click on the data set and open. I see that this table is not related to anything. Then then comes the tools option. So this has pretty new features added to the Power Query Editor, which are like start diagnostics. So this start diagnostics when used is used to perform the diagnostics of the performance of the data set in question. So this would give you a basic understanding of the different functions that are available in the Power Query Editor. So to start with, the way we are going to take forward in this demo is to understand some key functions of different data sets present in this demo, and we will also see how this would be helpful to solve certain specific scenarios. For example, I'm using this table to create a matrix, and this matrix would be of, I want to split the matrix by location, and for different years I want to show these two columns as rows. Let me try building a matrix using this. So I'm creating a matrix here. I'm dropping the location to the rows, and then I'm having the year to the columns. Now this sets the basic structure of my pivot. Now, as I told you earlier, I want the ratio and the ratio percentage column to be displayed just like location. Under A, what are the ratios and ratio percentage available? Under B, what are the ratio and ratio percentage available? Now I'm pulling this ratio column to the row. So which is giving me an expansion, but this is not what I want, because all I want is ratio to be present under A, while the values should be displayed across with response to the year. Now let me try adding this ratio to the column. Again, this is also not giving me any desired output. Now if I expand down, this is going to give me something different, which is not what I really desire for. So as you can see, it is just drilling down and drilling up. This is not what I definitely need. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to Power Query Editor. I'm just going to transform this data set a little. I'm selecting the columns ratio and percentage ratio. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go to the transform and unpivot columns. So the moment I do an unpivot column, I get the data set to be transformed like this, wherein I take the ratio and ratio percentage from column to the values, and then the value is going to be that of the actual values associated with ratio and percentage ratio. Now let's click on close and apply. The moment we click on close and apply, this is going to load the changes that we have done to the data source. Now, as you can see, we can continue with what we have already done. Now, we have two new columns like attribute and value in place of ratio and ratio percentage earlier present. Now, what I'm going to do is like I'm going to just drag this attribute and I'll place it below the location. So, as you can see, again an expansion option has appeared, and this expansion is going to have ratio and ratio percentage under it. I pull the values to the values, and tada, this is what we were looking for, right? So this, you can see now there is a total which is completely not related to any of those things. So matrix, as you might know already, has an option to disable and enable the subtotals. I'm just going to disable the subtotals, and yeah, that's it, our matrix is ready. So this is one good application of what Power Query Editor can do with respect to the data set structure. In the future videos, let's see different other key functionalities of the Power Query Editor on what we can do about it with the different data sources present. Of course, if you have any interesting data set, do comment in the video so that also share the dataset. We can take a look at how we can handle the specifics of that dataset. That's all in this part of the video on Power Query Editor. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more similar videos.